Hello and welcome to our video on the top 10 Charles Darwin quotes. Charles Darwin was a British naturalist and scientist who is best known for his theory of evolution by natural selection. His work had a profound impact on the scientific community and continues to influence our understanding of the natural world. In this video, we will be exploring some of Darwin's most memorable and thought-provoking quotes. Quote number 10. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. This quote suggests that time is a valuable resource and that we should make the most of it. It encourages us to be mindful of how we use our time and to make sure that we are not wasting it. The quote may be interpreted as a call to action to live life to the fullest and to make the most of every opportunity that comes our way. Quote number 9. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. This quote is a famous one and is often used to illustrate Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection. It suggests that it is not necessarily the strongest or most intelligent members of a species that are the most likely to survive and reproduce, but rather those that are able to adapt to changing circumstances. This idea is based on the concept of natural selection, in which certain traits or characteristics that help an organism to survive and reproduce are passed down to future generations, while traits that are detrimental to an organism's survival are less likely to be passed down. The quote suggests that being able to adapt to change is a key factor in the survival and success of a species. Quote number 8. Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. This quote suggests that people who are ignorant about a subject may be more likely to have confidence in their beliefs or opinions about it than those who have a deeper understanding of the subject. The quote may be interpreted as a caution against overconfidence or arrogance, and as a reminder that it is important to seek out knowledge and understanding in order to make informed decisions. Quote number 7. I am turned into a sort of machine for observing facts and grinding out conclusions. This quote reflects the scientific approach that Darwin took to his work, which involved careful observation and analysis of data in order to draw conclusions. The quote suggests that Darwin viewed himself as an objective and unbiased observer who was focused on collecting and interpreting data in a systematic way. The phrase grinding out conclusions may be interpreted as a metaphor for the process of applying rigorous logical analysis to the data in order to reach well-supported conclusions. Quote number 6. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. This quote suggests that a love for all living beings is a highly admirable quality in humans. It may be interpreted as a call to respect and care for all forms of life and to recognize the inherent value of all living things. Quote number 5. In the long history of humankind and animal kind, too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. This quote suggests that the ability to collaborate and adapt to new situations has been an important factor in the survival and success of both humans and animals over time. The quote may be interpreted as a reminder of the value of cooperation and flexibility, and as a call to be open to new ideas and approaches. Quote number 4. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. This quote suggests that being able to control our thoughts is an important aspect of moral development. It may be interpreted as a call to be mindful of our thoughts and to be aware of the impact they can have on our actions and behaviors. The quote may also be interpreted as a reminder that our thoughts and beliefs shape our moral values and that it is important to be conscious of this process. Quote number 3. A scientific man ought to have no wishes, no affections, a mere heart of stone. This quote suggests that a scientist should be objective and free of personal desires or emotions in order to be able to conduct their work effectively. The phrase "a mere heart of stone" may be interpreted as a metaphor for the idea that a scientist should be detached and unemotional in their approach to their work. The quote may be interpreted as a reminder of the importance of maintaining objectivity and impartiality in scientific research. Quote number 2. It is not the beauty of a building you should look at, it's the construction of the foundation that will stand the test of time. This quote suggests that it is important to focus on the underlying foundations or principles of something, rather than just its outward appearance. The metaphor of a building's foundation may be interpreted as a symbol for the underlying principles or foundations upon which something is built. The quote may be interpreted as a reminder to focus on the underlying quality or strength of something, rather than just its superficial appearance. Quote number 1. As for a future life, every man must judge for himself between conflicting vague probabilities. This quote suggests that when it comes to considering the possibility of a future life, such as an afterlife, each individual must decide for themselves how to interpret the available evidence and make a judgment about its likelihood. The phrase conflicting vague probabilities suggests that there may be different, possibly conflicting, pieces of evidence or arguments that are not clear or certain, and it is up to each person to weigh these factors and come to their own conclusion. Ultimately, the decision about whether or not to believe in a future life is a personal one that depends on an individual's own interpretation and evaluation of the available evidence. Thank you for watching our video on the top 10 Charles Darwin quotes. We hope these quotes have inspired you to think more deeply about the natural world and the role of science in our lives. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.